So you work at Blue Origin.
Mm-hmm.
This is Jeff Bezos' rocket ship company, right?
Yep.
It's probably not what they call it, but I suppose it's what I'll call it. And so you've been able to take your expertise, and professionalism to be able to manage a group of people that work on engines that ultimately go in what's supposed to go into space, right?
Yes.
And that's your day job. And then at night or weekends or on your free time, you also get to work on private Ferraris, personally owned Ferraris that you bring into your home garage and you get to work on. And so tell us about how those two worlds mesh. Do they mesh?
Like in some ways they do, in some ways they don't. Aerospace is very different. There's a lot of red tape, a lot of process and procedure we have to follow. I do feel that my background helps me out. As you said, I'm a people manager now. So I'm actually managing the technicians that are assembling the rocket engines. And it helps to have that technical background, because if they're struggling with something or they need help, they know that I've been in their shoes and I understand what they're doing, but my role isn't hands-on there anymore. And all my technical knowledge that I have from Ferrari I don't really apply that very much in my job anymore. Just here and there, sometimes helping the guys out. I really rely on so I was fortunate to take ASM while I was here, and I rely on that skill set now. But what we're doing, it's similar to Ferrari, because what we're doing in aerospace, things have to be perfect, and that's the ultimate. So if something's not right, we just don't push it forward if it's good enough. You have to fix it and stop until it is the way it has to be, and then you move forward. And it's similar that way in Ferrari, where you're servicing those cars and the clients have such an expectation, or the value of the car dictates it, to where we have to be perfect as well. Whether it's a different discipline of what I'm doing, but the end result kind of has to be the same, and the self-control of yourself to do the right thing is the same. So that makes it a lot easier to say, if I were to start working at Blue Origin from BMW, for my career at BMW, it would have been a lot harder for me, because I wouldn't have the years of practice of self-discipline of stopping and saying, no, we need to stop and do this the right way. Let's back up. Let's handle it that way. Mm-hmm. So like I said, they're very different disciplines. They kind of intermingle, but pretty unique environment.
It is. And I think what's really fascinating is, again, we talk about pathways, and, we think about all of our alumni, especially our Hall of Famers, which congratulations on becoming a wyotech Hall of Famer. But it starts at trade school, right? It's 9 months, or if you choose to take more classes, it's a bit longer, but it's focused education that takes you to all these different places, which I think is so fascinating. And to even think about BMW to Ferrari to Italy, to win awards and get those experiences, and then end up at a rocket company. Like it sounds like a made up story, but I think what's really fascinating is that is your life, that is your story, and the application of what you've learned and then what you're able to build once you leave is such a tremendous story, I think. And I applaud you for doing what you do, but to be able to apply that knowledge and then share it. So I want to thank you for that.